from the beginning. Everything has been ordered in time and in season. No matter where life leads you, no matter what you do, time has a wonderful way of revealing what truly matters. Many great names in stones have come and gone, but for these ones, it is all about the speed. The speed to serve without servility, to fight without enmity, to battle without swords. They are gracefully laced with mental muscles to face challenges of the world ahead.
One hope can raise your spirit. One touch can show you care. One voice can speak with wisdom. One heart can know it's true. One life can make a difference, and that is you.
Prepared with strength, courage, and fearlessness, determined for one thing only: victory. This is what they stand for. This is what they are. The Stallion. Moving swift to conquer new grounds, divinely empowered for greatness. A distinguished set of finalists, tamed to imbibe every rudiment of the Stallion, set out to choose the very best to captain the 2016 ship of the grad class. With many vying for one responsibility or another, desiring to exude their Babcock acquired servant leadership trait. They aspire, brandishing their readiness to serve their very own.
Pray for me and you will make memories. Thank you very much.
Confident that my efforts will successfully open new opportunities for your personal, academic, and spiritual development in Babcock University.
I pledge my dedication to this task today.
I hope to touch more hearts now than I have done through my stay in Babcock University.
I plan to make use of the all-inclusive approach, meaning I want all of us to sit down and then dialogue. How would your idea get into the writing class? I want partnership. I'm proposing partnership to enable progress.
But to see to it that all your fundamental needs are met.
My truth really is that I cannot do this alone. I have to work with you all.
You know that finance is key to every administration. I'm here to foster care and I'm here to provide transparency.
One thing is that I'm going to serve as an intermediary between you and the school administration.
So I promise, quality representation, I will give that to you.
I'm going to ensure that whatever that is being done is in the best interest of students. I promise to do to the best of my ability to represent the interests of every single one of you sitting down here.
We need your voice, we need your support, we need your help, we need your opinion. We need to know what you want.
But as always, many will be called, and indeed many will answer. But only the chosen will be chosen. And so, these ones emerged as the chosen ones, tested and vested for the task to serve. Presenting the Stallion executives, captains of the 2016 grad class, ready to steer the ship. Bestowed with a task delicate as this, the young stallions expressed their readiness to live up to expectations, believing in the uniqueness of their class.
Since the beginning of our tenure, since the first semester, when we got names, Lion, Stallion, Renaissance, Birds, someone talked about Dove, different names came about.
But then Stallion just have, the very outstanding qualities, and we felt we should go for it because it has the right qualities we need.
It has attributes of a good leader.
It's actually a leader.
And as well, it has a high retention level.
Well, personally, to be honest, I didn't want to name Stallion.
I probably would have supported the Lion graduating class.
I actually took Lion because in a way, I like Leo. It takes that Lion and everything. So I actually presented for Lion.
In every stallion, there is a lion. It's just a matter of removing the star, and you have lion.
Stallion is this great because it's an animal that is resilient. It does not stop until it gets what it wants. It conquers. It's there to. Until it gets its goal, it will not stop.
So the name Stallion is a combination of the strength of the power of lion and the stallion together. So I see the stallion to be more stronger and powerful than the lion.
The name Stallion seems very unique. It's very different and protrudes strength, energy, and courage.
Looking at the class objectives, ideas in mind, I think Stallion stopped better. And looking at the characteristics of the Stallion, I think the Stallion will do better for the class.
Stallions are bold. Stallions are strong. Stallions are purposeful.
As first-time officers leading this class, combining our academics with this leadership position, it was a very challenging one. It wasn't easy at all.
Well, it's been quite challenging combining my graduating class activities and duties with my academic work. It's been challenging, but at the long run, the experience is good and it's also really educative.
Wow, yeah, the journey has been good by God's grace. It's been rocky, it's been shaky, but we thank God we're pushing it. It's still been going on fine.
Truthfully, it has not been easy, but I thank God for the strength.
There are times when you have other things to do, the academic works, but you just have to pay the price for the class. You just have to squeeze out time and then attend to the class issues.
So far, it's not been particularly easy, but God's grace has been sufficient, and Pastor Dixon and Barrister Tete Adams have been really supportive, so we are thankful.
It has been stressful actually because mixing class, assignments, tests, new semester, project work, together with the standing and secretary duties. It's actually stressful, but one thing it has taught me is, to know how to multitask.
Obviously quite challenging, not really fair enough, but still putting our best in everything we do. Activities here and there for the whole students, but making sure that in everything we have to achieve, we actually put our effort and carry it on to the last until we achieve minimum results.
Well, so far it has been a very wonderful experience, although quite hectic, but we've been trying our best to see that we achieve what we need to achieve. And so far, God has been on our side and we've been doing well.
It has been stressful, I must say, but then I've learned to prioritize. I've learned to allocate time for a particular thing. I've also learned to multitask because there are times where I have things to do and then I'll be called upon to represent the graduating class.
It has been very good, being a stallion and all. It's the first time experience for me, being in 400 level. Really, it's been what I've always wanted.
It has not been really easy, but we've been trying to put in our best to see that it comes up as a success, a huge success.
Well, being the welfare director for a prayer campus, and not just the welfare director, but also an executive, has been quite stressful, but then it's been something I've always wanted to do for a very long time, and given the opportunity of doing this, I've been very glad. There's been ups and downs, but then altogether, it's been really amazing.
Well, it has been a really rough and tiring road, but then all the same, God has been good.
The success of this class was not one attained by only the executive. We were able to conquer together with the representative of each course.
The Stallion graduating class, I think, gives off some of the most important qualities of the Stallion. And one of them is that drive, the focus, and the sacrifice. Sacrifice for others to see things get done, to drive things to a logical conclusion. I think that's what makes my class different from all others.
What makes us tick is the fact that our graduating class name is Stallion, and we are strong, not just in body, but in mind.
We believe in ourselves and we know ourselves.
Because we are disciplined.
Our togetherness and our ability to carry everybody along.
The name Stallion makes it thick.
A family.
Like our slogan, we are swift to conquer and we empower for greatness. So I think the fact that we are very swift and we are organized, there's so much cooperation too. Yeah.
Stallion represents a beast of burden. Looking at the circumstances in Nigeria right now, the economic challenges, there's burden everywhere. And the Stallion is built to be a burden. Survive, not just survive, to excel. He excels in burden. So I think we're tick because of that.
Discipline. The grace of God upon our life, because the Bible says, not of he that willeth nor runneth, but of God that showeth mercy. Despite all these, God has been so faithful to us.
Endurance. We are a class with purpose. We're a class of various dynamic individuals who together we make a difference together.
The originality of the graduating class, actually. The fact where we all portray who we are. We don't try to be someone else.
The ability and joint effort we have in each other.
I talk a lot. I like brainstorming with people. Then just like having fun generally.
I just enjoy getting information from printed pages. I like listening to comedy. I like talking to the younger ones. I just like to impart somebody. Those are three things I do quite well.
I love reading novels and I love writing.
Okay, I love reading, I love singing, and I love designing, combining colors.
Well, I love traveling. I love makeup. I love everything about makeup. I also like talking. I really enjoy talking.
Oh, I like to sleep, eat, read, play, and most of all, sing.
First of all, I love photography, so I like taking pictures a lot. I love cooking and I like reading.
I'm a lively person, so one of my major hobbies will be making people happy. I always don't like when people are sad around me. I read and I sing, actually. I sing a lot.
I love watching movies, I love baking, and I also love gisting.
Okay, I love dancing, I love singing, I also love acting.
I love acting. I'm an actor. I love listening to good music, and I love making difference wherever I find myself.
I'm a fan of video games. Secondly, I like singing.
I love traveling. I love listening to music, and I love surfing the internet.
I think my three major hobbies are eating, sleeping, and watching movies. I do those three a lot, but I think even before going for my defense in the morning, I watch the movie. So I think it's part of the things that just keep me going.
Well, basically, I like to meet people. I like reading, but not just any book. I like reading books on politics, anything that has to do on politics, history, on the military. I'm fascinated about the military a lot. So anything that has to do on those three things, that's good with me.
I want to be remembered for the young man that walked through the streets of Babcock and ensured nobody was frowning. I want to be known for somebody that put life into people's lives, at least make people happy.
I want to be remembered for the role I played as the graduating class vice president and also for my personality.
My lively disorder.
I'm very lively. Once I'm somewhere, everybody knows I'm there. I'm very loud. Yeah.
I want to be remembered as the joyful one, the one who brings smiles to people's face, and also that person who, attends to others even when they're in need, and that person that portrays the attribute of God.
Well, I want to be remembered for putting smile on people's faces. That's all.
I want to be remembered for my leadership contributions and all the capacities I've led in Babcock University and my impact in some other younger ones who are behind me, who looks up to me for mentorship or.
Well, I want to be remembered for being myself. Every single thing I've done, I've always tried to be myself. I've tried to be very brief and concise in everything I do, quite thorough in everything I do also.
I want to remember them, firstly, for the role I've played as the welfare director of this double class. Then secondly, I also want to be remembered for my personality as an individual. And thirdly, I want to be remembered for the life I lived in Babcock University.
I want to be remembered for being someone who has impacted in the lives of students, someone who has done things to show that life is not just about compacting yourself in one place, but about exploring. I want to be someone who has an attribute to impact in the lives of students in that way.
I want to be remembered for someone that has been a servant leader to Babcock University, that has been wanting to serve the students in all ramifications, basically.
I should be remembered for me being able to uphold my standards.
I want to be remembered for my good advice to my classmates.
I want to be remembered for bringing life and light to places wherever I enter. I want to be remembered for changing the mood, and I want to be remembered for impacting lives positively.
Well, I want to be remembered for the impact I've made in a lot of people. That's people I'm leaving behind and even those that are graduating. I want to be remembered for my voice, yes, and I want to be remembered for the souls that I've won to Christ.
I'm a mass communication student, so I spent the greater part of my years in BU at the school's radio station, Hope 89.1 FM. I'm sure I would have people remember me for just, when you say the studio and you say glory, there will be a click. I'll miss the studio. I would miss Hope FM. I also miss that place.
I'll miss my friends and my classmates.
What I'll miss most about BU is the fact that it's a very unique environment and I get to relate to a lot of people. So I'll miss that a lot. People that would listen to me, when I leave here, my voice actually has to be heard. But then here, I don't know, it feels a lot different at this time.
To be very honest, I don't think I'm going to miss that much about Babcock. Probably just my friends.
I'm going to miss Thursday nights. That's my best time. That's best time in cafeteria. That's the best time where we have jollof rice, we have fried rice, we have salad. So that's my best meal. I always look forward to a Thursday.
I would miss seeing the pretty faces you have to see every morning when you wake up and you're on your way to classes. As the time went on in Babcock from 100 to 200 to 300, then to 400, you get to see new faces every time. And the faces just keep getting better. So I think I'll miss seeing all the good faces I've seen in Babcock University. And also I'll miss the King David security, SOP as they are fondly called. They just find a way of bringing you closer to trouble, even though you try to stay away from it. So I think I'll just miss those two parts of Babcock University.
I'll miss Sabbath lunch. Yeah, I think that's what I'll miss most. I'll miss the good times I had with my friends. I'll miss 3 of my lecturers, Mrs. Mitonu, Dr. Eziako, Barrister Bamidele. 4 actually, and Barrister Pampa.
Oh, I'll miss the different caliber of human beings, that students in hostel, classrooms. I'll miss the drama always between SOPs and students also. I also miss parents, lecturers who have been fathers and mothers to me in different forms. Generally, that's all I miss.
Special Sabbath.
I'm going to miss, first of all, my friends I've made over my stay here, my good friends. I'm going to miss, the food, of course, and I'm going to miss my lecturers. I'm going to miss all the opportunities I've gotten here as a student.
I'll miss the Kindefi security people. I don't know, they have this really annoying behavior, but still, if without them, I don't think we'll have a really good student life, because at a point we'll have someone to tell us what to do and we'll have someone to annoy us. So I think I'll really miss them, and then the Potters too.
Sabbath queue. Food.
Standing outside my room, shouting my friends' names when we're going for classes, basically.
Probably the food or the 7 o'clock classes, one of the both.
I miss my classes most because I have a wonderful set of classmates who at times we quarrel in class, shout on top of our voices. At times we just laugh. Those are things that make us. So I've missed that most because I don't know when next I'll meet such crowd or such number of people.
Put God first in everything you do and always be positive in life.
Firstly, not everybody's life is going to go the same way. So it's best to take it slow, take it a step at a time, and by God's grace in God is just what everybody needs. So by God's grace, everybody will reach a desired end.
My best wish or wishes for my mates is that we all graduate on time, and not just graduating, getting to meet up with the standards of life out there. I know it's not just going to be an easy thing, but let all of us, whenever we meet, be able to tell good stories and success stories.
I wish good success to everybody. No matter what you pass, you always remember that God is always number one. So I pray that all of you succeed in life.
Always hold fast in your heart that a great man is not one who avoids a fall, but one who is able to fall and stand up. So therefore, chase after success, and excellence will be your goal. So I wish you all the best in all your endeavors and success in your convocation.
Okay, my best wishes for you guys is that for those who want to be job seekers, go and conquer. For those who want to be job creators, go and conquer. And also remember that we can't do this without God. So I wish each and every one of you the best. And as Stallions, we're empowered for greatness. So let's remain in that positive arena.
My advice to my colleagues out there is be yourself and try as much as possible to be diligent in whatsoever you do. We've been told that life out there is difficult, life out there will be hell once we leave this place. But then, when you do what you know how to do best, and with God on your side, I promise you that you're going to achieve so much more than you even think.
I wish everybody the best, and I wish to see you at the top.
As we graduate, life still continues. This is the end of one life, and then we're moving into the beginning of another. I would wish everybody good success in all their endeavors, and also remind everybody that in whatever they do, they should not do it just for friends, but they should do it for love, for family, and for country.
As young stallions, they should struggle and they fight fearlessly to make sure they make it to the end.
I wish every member of the Stallion class the best. I wish them all the best in life. Whatever they hope for to achieve shall always be theirs.
I'd just love to tell you all that you guys should be strong, have faith in God, and just be yourself. Always do you every time. So that's what I have to say. Bye.
Hi, people. One of the greatest men in history, Abraham Lincoln, said, "Whatever you want to be the best of it." And so I say to you, in those same words, whatever you set out to be, as we turn out on the 5th of June, 2016, be the best of what you want to be. Be the best engineer, be the best doctor. You can be that great personality. Just be the best of whosoever you want to be. I love you guys.
Filled with undeterred aspirations for a future so bright, which they have earned. They may have been through what seems like 1,000 years of fears, both good and bad, yet treasure the countless memorable moments and are proud to have etched their names in the Babcock Academic Hall of Fame.
I want to be remembered for helping people when they required me to help them, for being a change agent, for touching people's lives in Babcock University.
I'd like to be remembered for my talents and my entrepreneurial skills.
My style.
I want to be remembered for the good I did in the life of my friends, for the role I played as the welfare director of this double class.
Helping humanity.
For impacting lives positively.
Well, I want to be remembered for my drive and my passion to see young people become the best that they can really be.
I want to be remembered for the role I played as the graduating class vice president and also for my personality.
I want to be remembered for that the life I live will be a proof that I've once stayed in Babcock. Like, what I do mostly is charity, and I want to see everybody smile. And I'll watch what is put a smile on someone's face. And for my 5 years in Babcock, I think I've been doing that, and that's what gives me joy.
Well, my afro, let's start from there. I'd like to also be remembered for trying to do my possible best.
I want to be remembered as the person who made impact in not just the lives of people around me, but also my mates and the department as a whole.
That girl that tried her best and did everything to keep us happy. That girl that risked her life for us.
Yeah, I want to be remembered for my leadership roles played in Babcock University.
Just a very approachable person, nice and happy to work with anybody.
To touch people, because what I'm doing right now is a people-oriented course. So I want to make sure that I leave my impact on this world, that I touch people's lives, that every day I wake up in the morning, I'm able to do something different in someone's life.
To be a serial investor, I believe in the project Nigeria. I believe that if I could invest in several different sectors of the economy and have people alongside work with me on that, we could create a new Nigeria.
I like to fight for people, and I really hate to see people's human rights being violated. So I want to be a human rights activist, and I want to be a diplomatic field engineer. I want to be able to represent Nigeria on the international plane. I want to be able to give Nigeria a positive name on the international plane, replace the ideology people have about Nigeria internationally.
To be able to capture people in photography and capture their smiles, their happiness, and their life throughout.
To be a career woman.
I want to be actively involved in international security policy and conflict resolution.
To be the best toxicology of my time.
I want a better Nigeria. I want to see a Nigeria that I'll be proud of and use the tools that I have to do that, agriculture.
To get to my topmost part of my career pursuit and also to impact my community.
Be a great evangelist and then a lecturer.
I want to win one of the best catering school. I want to be a preacher. I want to be a lecturer.
My aspirations in life are to be a good father, to be a role model to other people, and at the same time to help Babcock in all my capacity. For I know the future is bright.
I want to advance my public relations knowledge to also advance my political aspirations, increase my knowledge in public relations and use it for politics.
Well, I want to be a medical doctor, a clinical pharmacist, a wife, a mother.
My aspiration is to promote health in the society, good health in the society.
I want to be a human rights activist and then open my NGO by the end of this year and then be the best lawyer ever in life.
I would like to someday direct movies.
My aspiration in life is to be the best biochemist in Nigeria and to be the future president of this country. I aspire to be a human rights activist because when I look around and I see what's going on right now, especially in Nigeria, I notice that the rights of humans are not ultimately respected in West Africa also and in the world. So I need to make a change to that.
I want to be the best toxicologist ever in my era. I want to make an impact in this world through research.
Later in future, I would love to have my own establishment, and I'm thinking of going into politics. I want to be a senator.
First of all, to be rich. And secondly, to touch people's lives.
To be one of the most successful entrepreneurs of my time and probably be a successful footballer.
Yeah, I aspire to become one of the rich, known networking engineer in Nigeria and all over the world.
I want to be an operations manager, a freelance photographer, freelance artist. I'd like to have a library, a private library, my own farm, and basically try and help my community as much as possible.
The 2014 interdepartmental debates, where my team won for the first time ever.
The experience in Babcock hasn't happened yet, and that will be my graduation.
My best experience was in 300 level second semester. After the festival night in school, we did a water fight.
My best experiences are matriculation, the late night gaming with my friends in the hall.
Given an award as the student with the highest CGPA in my department. So that's my best experience in Babcock so far.
Staying in room B12 and then room D12 with funny roommates.
That would be leading my departmental association to glory.
Well, my best experience in Babcock University was when I successfully founded and also represented the Anatomy Department Debate Society.
Being a student of chemistry department and also a member of Trans Club.
I think that's going to be a course, brand management. I think the process of the course, all from first class to last class, was a wonderful and thoughtful experience.
This is why I don't have one yet. Maybe the day I'll graduate.
When I passed my first professional council exam.
Being a BUSA representative.
My first year result and matriculation day.
Every day is an experience in Babcock. Every day from worship, spiritual week, every day. But the day I look forward to is June 5, 2016.
My best experience. I have had a lot of experiences, that's why I don't know how to pick one. But I feel they have all been good.
It's just the people that I meet. I like the tree that blooms once in a while. It's not just only in February, it blooms pink more once a year. Another experience, Grace Chapel. Grace Chapel has been a very awesome experience in my life.
My best experience so far in BIAS was the Baraka celebration while I was in 100 level.
The day of my main defense.
This is an exciting moment for the newly elected administrators of Babcock University. For them, it is like winning their first child off breast milk.
I want to say it's a great moment for me, an exciting moment to discover students under you being ready to go out to the world of work. So it's an exciting moment.
We want to use them as a model for those that will be coming after them. And so we will cherish them as the first fruits of this new dispensation.
Feel very great and happy because it's like having a first child. And when you have your first child, you feel very happy. For this administration, these are the first set of students that we are graduating. So I feel very happy and very joyful about it.
When God makes one to be part of human development,
one needs to be grateful because we find out that God is at work, building up people and making us to be part of His program for their lives is a tremendous achievement which God has granted through us.
Yeah, while in school, they have learned a lot of things as relates to Christian ethics, integrity, and commitment. These are the variables I want them to run with. I want them to imbibe it for life, and we take them to very high grade levels in future.
Well, they've been in this school for 4 or 5 years now, and I suppose they must have learned something, particularly about our core values.
The fact remains that anybody that takes God away from his life will fill his life with different kind of crises which he will not be able to handle.
We've trained them as leaders. They should go out and show leadership qualities that they have imbibed in this institution, and make sure that they believe in anything worth doing at all is worth doing well. And they have to show commitment and resilience in what they're going to do in life.
Inbuilt into our curriculum are virtues of servant leadership, whereby you are willing to give and be ready to spend and be spent for the cause of other people. And those are built into our curriculum. We have some GEDS courses whereby you talk about values, you talk about issues that could make you to be of help to your neighbor, including all those Christian biblical-based courses that we render. So all those in totality will help our students to be able to be servant leaders in the world.
With best wishes and heartfelt fervent prayers, they bid the Stallions farewell, believing they have bred a set of spiritual, fearless, and enthusiastic young stallions that would, regardless of any hurdles and obstacles, enviably make it to the finish line.
My admonition to you graduates is go out to the world and conquer the world for God.
You need to know that our world is not a playing ground, it's a battleground. Whether you want to accept it or not, it is a fact of life.
I'll be happy in years to come when I see them in positions of authority and good testimonies are given about them for what they've been able to achieve and contribute to the society and to the establishments in which they have found themselves.
We live in a world today where we have moral bankruptcy, where God is no longer the center of every discourse. But you have been trained, you have been baked, and you have to be turned out to the world to make a difference. And that can only be done when you are fully focused, when God is the center of your life. So go out as professionals and conquer the world for Christ.
The Stallions, garbed in their unique colors of white, red, and black, prepare in earnest with one singular date engraved in their minds, June 5th, 2016, and so they set out. Lining up series of interesting and motivational activities that will prepare them for the world ahead of them. The Stallion grad class embarked on employability skills acquisition training powered by Poise Nigeria to equip themselves in the changing world, expanding their mental power to be dexterous and eclectic, creating opportunities to adapt to any economic horizons, with both national and international renowned organizations getting involved with these fresh brains, interacting, training, questioning, and building the young minds for better career choices and a better chance at life.
Well, post training has been awesome. It has impacted me in several ways, uncountable ways actually. It has helped improve my speaking skills, my communication skills, my interpersonal relationship skills, my CV writing skills, my business writing skills, several others that you could imagine. And it has really been an awesome experience. I've had fun. But we've had to deliberate on several things. I've had to use my brain. I've had to think, brainstorm, and all of these things are very, very relevant after now. So it has been a great experience. Thank you, Poise Nigeria.
I believe it has helped me understand how everything works in the business world. And the parts I enjoyed in the training, I enjoyed the CV writing session, I enjoyed the business writing session, I also enjoyed the telephone etiquette session. These sessions helped me understand how to work and function in an organization and how to be professional about the things that I do and how to get a job. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to attend this training. Thank you. This seminar has impacted in me in the essence that I can now write a CV, I can write a formal letter properly. We know the do's and don'ts of the process of going for a job vacancy, how to speak properly, what to say, what not to say, and the various ways in communicating and relating with people and how to work in teams, how to be creative, and in general, how to keep to time also. So it has been a very good and impactful session, and I'm grateful.
And talking about the training and their reception to the whole training program, I was impressed, unlike other students who wouldn't even have time to listen to you and what you have to say, but they embrace the fact that they're moving into a new sphere entirely, a new life entirely, and these are the skills that they need and the things they need to put in place to help them excel in the world out there. Because while you're talking to them during role plays and case study, you see them, they're engaged, they're into the program. They're asking questions, they're analyzing questions, they're asking critical questions. That will help them understand more of what is being taught, and sometimes they take it personal because it's different from what they have always learned and what they have always known. And I believe that what they have learned in these few sessions is really going to set them up for a great time out there.
As part of their winding up programs lies the Chapel Seminar, a special weekly event designed to stimulate the spiritual and mental state of the graduates, comes in various exciting packages, dishing out soul-lifting possibilities in the minds of the stallions.
Will be remembered either by the problem you cause or the problem you solve. How do you want to be remembered?
In the midst of the arduous preparation, the stallions set out to do the much-awaited Babcock undergraduate last dance. To them, there was no other day so exciting, so colorful, and so free like this much-awaited day. In style they prepare, making up, masking. And when the drums rumbled, it was dance like never before.
is the graduating class Larry 2016. This is class of 2016. I mean, you can see the way people are jumping, and they're very happy today because June 5 come, everybody dancing, and by the grace of God, man, we'll be graduating. That's the thing. I mean, I want you to believe that there is no end point. Every end point has a beginning. There is no end point. Every end point has a beginning. That's what I want you to understand. As we're living here, we're starting a new life. Be swift to conquer, and trust me, pray for God's wisdom. That's what we all need.
Today is Stallion graduating class week, and we're having our rally. We have to announce to the whole school that we're graduating and we're having fun. And we're so happy about graduating.
Okay, this day is important to me because I get to hang around with my mates, and I see that we're so much, and I'm so very happy because we're dressed in a colorful way. In fact, I'm so very happy with the drums and the camera and the horses and everything. So it just makes me very happy. At least it will make me to have an experience. At least the day I will never forget if I graduate.
I feel so good because I've spent 5 years in school. I mean, it's not easy at all.
Just to measure how far they have come, taking us through the humorous ride in retrospect. Having coexisted in harmony with people of diverse cultural heritage, the Stallions dared to proudly showcase their culture. The Cultural Day, adorned in colorful and resplendent attires, depicting the cultural diversity of their alma mater, an undeniable message of unity in diversity, a lesson well taught. The Stallions put together yet another unmistakable event, the experience. A motivational experience that brings successful and professional entrepreneurs, unusual achievers, societal personalities and mentors from all walks of life, bracing them with positive mental attitude for the brighter tomorrow which is now so near, mentoring them with real-life experiences and possible realities, arming them with best practices against the ever-present but surmountable challenges ahead. The experience was indeed an experience that will last them a lifetime.
Coming out of the university, I went to the youth service corps like all of us do. I served in Cross River State. I was a state council. I was a prosecutor. And from there, I came back and started my career of law. I didn't study law by accident. Right away when I was a young boy, a toddler, I had always had the ambition that I'm going to be a lawyer.
Having stayed at home for 2 years to work to get money from HSA, I returned with determination that I will succeed through diligence and honesty. And what I mean by diligence is that I made sure that I gave all my attention to my study. I only had extra time for family. And I also believe that I must live a life of honesty, which at that time, with the way I conduct myself in the exam hall.
When I joined the last company I worked for, they called Aeroland Group. It's a group of companies. It has the travel part, it has the property, and a few others. I was given a target of about 3 million naira for a start within my first 2 months. When I resumed, they gave me that target. I told them there's no problem. Even if I don't hit that target in the first month, that in the second month, I was going to hit that target. Then I settled down. I had my plan and my itinerary. I took off. Then before the end of the second month, I got 2 different corporate clients, and they gave us business. Then incidentally, the ED called me and said, "How did you get there? What happened? What was the miracle? What was the strategy?" I said, it wasn't difficult for me. I just went and I told them what they needed to hear, and then they gave me the jobs. I brought them.
You know, your number, you are over 1,000. But for those of you who are here today, I want to assure you this. There is someone seated in the congregation, someone seated out there that will trace the origin, the source of his greatness, her breakthrough, her innovations, her unique contribution to society, to this meeting of this evening. So that makes the difference for those of you who are here. Remember the 3 C's of Babcock University: character, competence, and commitment. These things were shared here in different forms, but I want to assure you that as you adhere to these things, you will move to great heights, and the sky will be the beginning point for you.
In the midst of the arduous preparations, the Stallions are not oblivious of the impending ultimate bridge ahead, a bridge that will define their true status. The final exams. Well tamed to face this battle, the Stallions go head to head. Without fear they write, page by page, as if to empty their brains in ink, knowing they will never have to do this again. And when the pens are dropped, it was jubilation galore. While scribbling, signing and expressing their innermost joy, praising and thanking God in the most unusual way, the spirit of Babcock University.
Who just completed our last paper in Babcock, a graduate of Babcock University. I'm excited because, oh my God, for 5 years, we've been writing the exams, there are so many issues and everything, school fees, wahala and everything, but today, everything just came to an end, as if there was never a beginning.
Honestly, I feel happy. I give glory to God for having led me thus far. I came when I was over 40, and the Lord has made it today. Not only that I have finished my exams, but by God's grace, I am ending very well. So my advice is that those of us following should keep on trusting in God, because through God, I was able to make it. God has seen me too, and God will see them through as well.
I want to say a big thank you to God for this moment. I just finished my exam, as you can see. Soldier go, soldier come. Alonge remains. Babcock will stay, Alonge will go. Soldier go, soldier come. Babcock remains. Thank you, I'm very grateful, and God bless you.
Oh my God, I feel so excited. People are signing on my shirt. It feels so good. Oh my God.
Once they were done, the Stallions move into showing us other stuff they are made of. Sports. Displaying in style their various athletic ingenuity with vigor and energetic vibes, both males and females dishing out unending entertainment, pulse pumping suspense, teams wait in anticipation of who cuts away with victory. And as the whistle goes off, it was resounding shouts of victory to the winning side. With the convocation drawing so close, the graduating class one more time sit together to share a decent moment before the big day, the dinner, with special and illustrious guests who graced the occasion, all looking dapper and elegant in their fashion choices. It was a night to remember. As the music waxed from the unwavering DJ, it was another exciting boogie night for the Stallions who wish the fun never ends. Soon, the convocation is here. But first, the Stallions go before God, our Creator, for a solemn and praise worship in songs, words, prayers, and offerings. They do the needful. Worship the Almighty God, our Father and King, to whom all praise is due. After scaling all the lives and academic hurdles, what could be more important? Who could be more deserving of appreciation than the Almighty God? The Stallions strung out in numbers, praising, dancing yet again, and doing obeisance to the God who made it all possible. To them, graduation will be incomplete without the Thanksgiving service. Such a noble feat. Counting down to the big day, they rehearse, preparing for the D-Day. In high expectations, counting the hours, the minutes, the seconds, and it dawns. The big day, bright and beautiful, crowd throng in, proud parents, siblings, and well-wishers. From far and near they come, happy and excited, basking in the celebration mood. All seems set. The gowns, the academic hats, and the heels, yes, the distinctive heels, and the paparazzi, all comes to bear as the Stallions proudly march in, looking resplendent as they dazzle in their academic gowns. This is the very day they hoped and wished for right from their first year in school. The day is here, and they are proud and happy to have seen it. For them, it is one phase yet conquered as they look forward to more victories. The The Stallions, in their unusual strength and fearlessness, remain swift and empowered to conquer great things, staying true and loyal in their hearts to all that Babcock University stands for.
I'm so excited. I don't know. I don't just know how to express it. I just want to thank God so much for keeping me here. In fact, if someone told me I would be graduating today, I would have actually doubted it. Despite the challenges, despite the hustles, the project and all that, I am so excited. I just want to thank God so much. Thank my friends. I have a lot of friends that have given me the hope. Dami, Loki, Temide, Chiamaka, all of them. I'm so excited. And I just pray that God will bless all of them. And I remember my friend Uju, please, pardon me.
Hey, I feel so happy. I feel excited. I feel elated. And Babcock has really been a wonderful experience so far. They've impacted me positively. I've met lots of nice people in this university, and it's been very nice. I'm really happy I'm graduating today, the day I'm meant to graduate.
This is the experience. If someone told me that I'm going to be standing here right now, I would deny it. But it has just been God all the way, 100 level, 200, 300, 400. Despite the ups and downs, despite the challenges, here we are today, here I am today, and I'm very much happy that I am part of this, that I am among the Stallion graduating class. I thank everybody, Mr. Ishaya, I thank Dr. Akintayo, Dr. Jegede, my HOD, Dr. Ajilori, everybody, I really love you. Thank you very much.
I feel very happy, I feel fulfilled, I feel satisfied, I feel elated.
I also want to appreciate the institution for the kind of discipline that they have actually instilled into these children. Initially when he came in, he was complaining that they were not, they were handling them like a student, like a primary school student. But I make him to understand that that is the discipline, the school, and the standards that they are setting. And I'm glad that he was able to finish his course of study and graduating today.
That I'm getting this degree today, not just a BSc like every other person, but a first class honors. It's because of God and also friends that have always stood by me. Bolu Adewale, Olani Yoruatosi. Because of great friends, I've been able to keep this thing going. Family members also have been great. That's why I can have this degree to myself.
For the opportunity given to us to witness the graduation of our world's daughters. And in fact, I must let you know that we have grandparents here today. So it's a thing of joy for the parents. And for the students, for the graduating students too, we need to tell them that they are putting their best, but their best might not be enough. They are going to the world, and the world is quite different from what they have been passing through. So they have to be up to date, serious, and follow good. The education embedded to them here, the preparation towards what the future holds for them.
And leaving their indelible footprints in the Babcock sands of time. All these their class mentors and motivators were sure to have set right.
I found out the experience that is very exciting to work with younger people. You know them, you see their passion, you see their drive, and you see their weaknesses. I have come to feel them. And come to think of it, it is once in a lifetime experience.
Nothing is as good as mentoring young people and preparing them, especially at this finishing point, and seeing them come out, very outstanding.
I have discovered that it is not very easy to administer people, and the art of maintaining a similitude in a relationship between you and the members of the EXCO and the largest student body is one unique experience that I've had.
What makes this class stand out is the fact that there are ordinary people who could just do extraordinary things. We have individuals who are unique, and you could see them walk through. There are a good number of them, members of the class, who are exceptional, very sacrificial, and they could go all the way trying to raise funds, trying to get things done, going extra mile. And for me, I feel so overjoyed.
And so we say, if there were ever a time to dare, a time to risk, a time to make a difference, and a time to embark on something worth doing, it is now. For the start of something new brings the hope of something great. Anything is possible. There is only one you, and you will pass this way but once. Do something that is worth your aspiration, something that is your dream, something that represents the Stallion.